Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you how I mix my clear casting resin. So I have some utensils I use, some gloves, some cups, and this is just, yeah. So I mix half and half. So 1 part hardener and 1 part resin in a cup. And make sure you get every last drop because it's very important because you need a very precise measurement. So once you've done that, then you can mix it up, and at this point it's going to start to turn cloudy, and you're going to want to just keep mixing it until it is nice and clear. So some people say you should mix slowly, but it doesn't really matter in my opinion, just because there are ways of bubbles, but some people are afraid of the bubbles and they just feel like it's just better to just steer clear of that whole mess altogether. So I do it for about 2 or 3 minutes. Some people do it for 5, some people do it for 10. It's all up to you. If you want to do it for 20 minutes, that's fine. I do it for 3. So now you grab your molds. You can use any type of mold. You can use silicone molds, you can use candy molds, you can use chocolate molds, ice cube trays, whatever you find, you can put resin in. So this time I'm going to be making just a regular like cupcake mold charm. So I'm going to use some sticker flakes. In this instance I'm going to be using Alice in Wonderland, and you will see I've also done Minnie Mouse and some Clippets as well. So you just pour a thin layer inside your mold, and then you are going to take your stickers and take the backs off and I use a ball tool and put the sticker on the ball tool so that I can lower it into the resin so I don't get my hands dirty or anything. You can use a stick, you can use a needle tool, whatever you have. So best case scenario, you kind of want to do this in a place where you're not going to move your mold. I happen to be moving my mold, but that's only because I have a bad camera angle and I want to show you guys. But really, you don't really want to move it. You want to just do it where it's going to be and keep it there, or very gently move it and keep it level, just because you don't really want the resin to get on the outer edges. I mean, it's okay right now because I'm doing a second layer, but just in the future. So once you got your sticker, I happen to do it overnight, so it went completely hard, and I'm going to work on my next layer. So my next layer is going to be glitter. So this is where you can get really creative. You could do multiple layers of multiple stickers, you could do charms, you could do polymer clay, anything. You could just, this is where you can create dimension and interest in your piece. So, but just to make things easy, I'm going to just use glitter for this one. So I'm going to show you one or two, I think, variations of glitter. I didn't really get too fancy. It just so you know that, you know, you can in this part. You can do rows of glitter, like I've seen people do like every color of the rainbow. That looks really pretty. You know, whatever you feel like in that moment. See, because I got the acrylic on the outer shell, the glitter kind of stuck to it. So this is another piece. I just mix this one up to distribute it evenly. So once you're done, you're going to take it out of the mold, and if you can see that there are some pieces of resin that have, you know, kind of spilt up the cup. So what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to cut those off, because when we go to dome it, it's kind of gonna ruin the piece. So just take some sharp scissors and just trim that off, or you could use a nail file, anything like sandpaper. So once that's done, then you're ready to dome. So what I use is just a this silicone mat I happen to find at HomeSense. It's actually it's a hot plate, so I thought that it was perfect for resin. So I put face down, try to distribute it on the whole entire back of it without spilling it over. So once it's dried, as you can see here, it will be nice and domed. So the edges will be nice and smooth. So this is what I use to put in my resin pieces. These eye screws. Just bought these off of eBay, so I just grabbed some pliers and sort of drill the hole a little bit, kind of ream it in there, and then start to screw it in once I have a little bit of a hole there. This piece actually got ruined in the making because I was a little rough and I snapped the eye screw off inside of it. So this is another piece that I was more gentler on. So then I got some jump rings, and just want to note that that is the proper way to open a jump ring, because if you split it open, like, you know, I don't know how to explain it. Anyways, if you split it the other way, then it will compromise the integrity of the jump ring. So you want to kind of corkscrew it when you open it, if that makes any sense. So at this point, your charm is basically done, so you can just decide what you want to do with it. If you want to make it into a keychain, a phone charm, a necklace, whatever you can possibly think of. So I hope you liked this tutorial. If you did, if you could give me a thumbs up, maybe comment, subscribe. I do resin and polymer clay, so check back for tutorials on that and updates. And thank you so much for watching. Thanks, bye.